Thank you, Adam, and thank you to the witnesses for being here today. Particularly, I want to recognize both of you made very strong comments and expressing, you're upholding your oath in terms of supporting the First Amendment and people's right to protest peacefully. Of course, another part of the First Amendment is freedom of the press. And freedom of the press did not have a very good day on June 1st. A couple days ago, over at the Natural Resources Committee, a reporter from Australia, Amelia Brace, who was a TV news reporter, was at Lafayette Park with her cameraman, Tim Myers, when the U.S. Park Police, two of the officers, just completely assaulted them on live television. She was actually broadcasting into the morning show in Australia. It's kind of the equivalent of the Today Show. And I don't know if it's still coming through here, but in any case, her testimony described, again, the riot shield of the park police being rammed into the chest and stomach of the cameraman. And on camera, you could see her getting hit with a truncheon. She was shot with rubber bullets, and both of them were hospitalized. So again, I just wanted to maybe give you both an opportunity to just go on the record to say that, we obviously, as part of recognizing the First Amendment, recognize that the media has a role to play that's protected by the Constitution. In fact, the curfew order that the mayor issued exempted the media from the curfew that was in place on June 1st. And I just would ask both of you to comment on that, because frankly, this was on live television in Australia, who is probably one of our closest allies.
Congressman, I'll go first. And you're right, Australia is one of our most important allies. I spent the other night, as the chairman knows, speaking with my counterpart in Australia. Let me say this. We've said it numerous times. I swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. And I do that not just because I swore an oath, but because I believe deeply in that document and all that it guarantees our rights and democracy. And you've talked about the First Amendment. The First Amendment, that includes the Big Five, and one of which is the freedom of the press. And I think a free and open press is critical to the efficient functioning of our democracy. And so I think that's something that we cherish. That's one of the reasons why, the National Guard, when it gets used in defense of support of civil authorities, is out there, is to give Americans the right to peacefully assemble, to express their views, and for the press to cover it. Hopefully as accurately as possible, so that the American people can have an understanding of what's happening in the country.
And Congressman, I'm not familiar with the particular incident that you're referring to, but I'm deeply committed to a free press. Like I said, I'll die for the Constitution. It's an idea, and part of that is a free media, and a free media is fundamentally essential to a free people. And it's fundamental to our democracy. So absolutely, I'm committed to that.
Well, thank you both. Again, this was front page news in Australia. And I would just say that it was the park police. It was not National Guardmen who were involved in that violence that took place there. But the fact is as the Secretary's testimony indicates, the DC National Guard was acting in support of local police authorities, including the park police. And I think, frankly, whatever after action report goes out, the fact that media are present in situations where they have a legal duty, not just a right, but a duty to be there, which was recognized by the District of Columbia, that really there's got to be some training to make sure that people recognize that it's off limits to treat them in any way that's inappropriate, which is exactly what happened. And I would encourage you to watch the testimony, which took place from Ms. Brace. It's actually quite shocking, and frankly, given the fact that it happened to an ally of ours, it will make you heartsick to watch it. And with that, I yield back.
Thank you. Mr. Conaway is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll yield my time.